is victorious! For our heritage, our tradition, our future! Today, we become... In this episode of Mutual and Federal Premier Interschools Rugby, we look ahead to this Saturday's derby between Maritzburg College and KES, live on Supersport. The Sleepy Hollow of Peter Maritzburg has been home to Maritzburg College since 1863. The school's colours speak of the struggle and strife of wars past when Natal ran red with blood. College's colours of red, black and white represent the bloodshed of both Zulu and British soldiers. The school badge also speaks of the suffering and depicts an assegai and rifle crossed as its emblem. Thankfully, College's battles are now confined to the rugby field.
Rugby, as you know, has got a huge tradition at the college. It goes back a large number of years. We've had a number of Springboks over the years and top players. At the moment, we've got 30 rugby teams in the school, so it gives a good indication that there's a big involvement of rugby.
College is a rugby powerhouse in Natal and will relish an opportunity to tackle Johannesburg visitors KES.
These big traditional fixtures are huge for the boys. It's a big build-up. It means a lot to them. They enjoy the camaraderie that occurs in such occasions, and certainly afterwards the friends that are made, lifelong friends that are made through rugby and sport.
Maritzburg College have produced 15 Springboks, including 2 World Cup winning fly-halves.
Well, the more recent ones would be obviously Joel Stransky, Butch James, Peter Grant, and they've all played significant roles in teams over the years. And funnily enough, all 3 of them have been fly halves, so quite interesting.
Maritzburg College was definitely when my love for rugby grew. For me, that was probably the biggest part of it, was you were playing for the school and for all the pupils that were in the school at that time, as well as the old boys.
For every college boy, there is something special about running onto the hallowed turf of Goldstone. The field itself is renowned for being hard and unforgiving, making it a daunting prospect for visiting teams.
My earliest memories of playing on Goldstones was probably my standard 6 year. Played for the under 13As, and every now and then we lucky enough we get although it's early in the morning, we get a game on Goldstones, which was a huge honour for us to play on Goldstones, especially as a standard 6, where we're not normally allowed to even walk on the field. So to have a chance to play on the field was a great honour. Schoolboy rugby in the country has taken off. I'm not too sure, it's quite debatable if maybe it's taken off a bit too much. But it's good for the schools. Every school wants to have a good first 15 rugby team. So yeah, they're putting in a lot of effort, and I can definitely see the youngsters coming through now that they're not having as much fun as they should be having. But a lot of young schoolboys want to become professional rugby players, so there are a lot of boys out there trying to do that. So yeah, I think if you want the edge, you probably have to be a little bit more serious, but at the same time, there's going to have to be some time to have some fun and enjoy yourself, else you're not going to be playing your best rugby. When you're having fun and enjoying yourself, you always play your best rugby.
I think that after last year's very big loss up there, I think that we just definitely want to obviously get the win. Last year we had a horrible game. It was definitely their fixture, they dominated us. And this year we just want to get that out of our heads and just get the victory and keep moving forward.
My first team year we didn't play against KES, unfortunately. It would have been nice to play against them. I think big Joe van Niekerk was in the first team at the same time as I was, so it would have been good to play against them. But I went to watch the game last year at KES when I was up in Joburg, and it was a great game. Unfortunately, college lost, so hopefully this year we can get it back from them and get a victory.
Well, we haven't really seen or heard much of KES this year, just their game against Affis, but Affis is totally different to us. We're just going to prepare like any other game. I'm sure we'll probably get footage and have our little sessions and feedback from Sir how to play against them. But up until this point, we haven't really heard much about them, so we're going in there pretty much blind at the moment.
We've got a new team. They're still establishing themselves, but I'm sure it'll be a very tight tussle, and the best team will win on the day.
Rugby at college is a very serious matter. The college boys have been hard at work this season.
Obviously, we have a good biokinetist here at college who writes us up training programs here at college, which we do in the mornings. And also, obviously, I have to train my own time too, on weekends or on holidays, especially at December holidays, pre-season, work hard at home.
We have our goals. It's the biggest year of the history of Maritzburg College, and I think that's definitely one driving force to keeping us focused and keeping our eyes on the target.
What we can look forward to is a great game of rugby. Both schools have got a rich tradition still, and they'll be playing for their school, so they'll be giving everything they can. So I look forward to the game.
The boys are a lot more focused and more composed, and I think we'll pull it off.
We become